Islam Wars. This is Sister Tahida Najee-Ullah of Moorish Science Temple, California Incorporated, doing business as Califa Media. I just wanted to come to you real quick, drop you a quick note of some updates. Please excuse me in advance. I'm a little out of it. I'm feeling a little slow. Hopefully, Allah willing, I'll have time to do an astrology video that might, shed a little light on why I feel a little right. And maybe you might be too. Anyway, just to catch up real quick, if you've been keeping up with me on Facebook, you know that I recently filed the trademark documents for Califa Media. And if you've been keeping up with that, you know why. Alright. So shout out to some Moors for being the pointed sword, because had it not been for you, who knows, I probably would have never done this. Anyway, like I said also in some Facebook posts, I don't like to show until I'm done. So some of you might have seen the posting of the mailing to the business programs division for Trademark. Anyway, I filled out the paperwork as best I could. It looked pretty straightforward. I'm like, this is cake. I'll just fill it in. They probably always want the money anyway. Send them a check and call it a day. Well, this week I got back a response from the business programs division. That's who's over at Trademark in California. Let me get a little closer. I hope you all can hear me. Okay. So shout out to that sister or whoever who left the comment saying, speak up. I'm doing my best. Okay, so please excuse the faulty equipment. Anyway, so I got a response back from them about my trademark. Basically, it wasn't as cut and dry as I thought it would, but it was. But this is California, so that might not be the case everywhere. Anyway, if you go through the registration of trademark or service mark for California, okay, they have a bunch of stuff. The instructions aren't that hard, but apparently they aren't that clear either, because if you know me, I like to measure thrice and cut once, because I don't like having to redo stuff. So anyway, you can take a look at the trademark form itself online. I'm doing my best to get all this stuff put on the website, okay? And we're going to change up the format. Rather than burden everybody with signing up for classes, I'm just going to do the videos as I have the opportunity to. And then if you want my notes, a servant is worthy of her hire, okay? If you want my notes, that's, the information is free, my work is not. And if you want me to look over your documents, I'd be glad to do that. Again, the information is free, the work is not. But I already have a website set up to deal with all of that. And that'll be on the website. Hopefully I can put a link at the bottom. Anyway, back to the trademark, okay? So, I'm going to use me as an example. Alright, cool. Keep it simple. I started Califa Media based off of a logo that I designed 5 years ago. Alright. I won't go into how the name came about. It came from me though. Okay. Anyway, some people decided, wow, now that's actually bearing fruit, I want it. At least that's the impression I got. Okay. I could be wrong. I could be right. Anyway, based on their actions, I decided, I might want to protect my interests, at least at the state level, because the Moors have no power of enforcement at the time, right now. So at least at the state level, let me go ahead and put my stuff on the record. Plus it'll be on the record. Who knows? In 100 years, somebody might dig this out of somewhere and find out, the story of Califa Media. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through it real quick, and if you want, you might want to go ahead and click on the link to the form so you can follow along with me. All right. So, first line, registration application for trademark or service mark. All right. Um, I won't go into that right now. I'll probably make a separate video on what a service mark is. Okay. Um, I was trying to file a trademark. Okay, that's what going to denote. When you see this, this indicates you're dealing with my business. I'm the only one that can use this to make money doing this. Okay, so for instance, would be McDonald's has a trademark, but they have a trademark as far as making burgers. You cannot trademark. Well, I got the name McDonald's, so nobody can make money with that if they repair cars, if they repair washing machines, they make software. No, it's limited to whatever you're doing. Okay. Um, so anyway, I'm registering the trademark. Okay, Califa Media. The name of the registrant or the owner or the registrant, excuse me, is the Moorish Science Temple, California, Inc. Lies the best of planets. I had this paperwork for the longest time, just sitting here looking at it. Right? All this craziness happened. You can go back in the videos and look at it yourself. And I'm like, oh, I need to make some moves. These people are slow. You know, I'm not trying to take over nobody's nothing. My name is not Claude Green. Okay? I need to open up a bank account. Okay? I don't want to do it in my name. I need to set up some shipping stuff, you know, because the stuff is getting kind of expensive. And I found a way to lower my cost and therefore lower your cost. So I'm setting up a corporation. All right. Good thing I did, because at least in California, they want a corporation setting this up. All right. At least for this farm, you know. So the business address, my address, corporation, state of incorporation, California. And they have all the different lists down here of what kind of corporation to fill out this form, correct? This corporation. Again, if you're reading, click on the link and look at the form with me. This is number 3. It says your choices are corporation, limited liability corporation, limited partnership, general partnership, sole proprietor, spouse as community property, domestic partner as community property or others. I don't see individual. All right. I guess you can go ahead and do it as a sole proprietor, but again, you might have to have something set up first. At least this is for California, right? Doesn't say individual. Okay. I'm just saying. Good thing I set up that corporation first before I did this. So I had something put up in there, right? And it's a California corporation. You know, some people thinking they're gonna set some stuff up outside the state and make it easy to do stuff inside the state. Okay, that's one way to do it. There's a lot easier way to do it, but hey, you know, that's another class. Anyway, number 4 says the name of general partners if it's a registering as a partnership. Skip. Number 5, I guess that's where I messed up. I was all good. Says name and or design mark. For design, provide a brief written description that can be pictured in the mind without reference to the specimen. Do not draw design on the application. Attach a drawing of the mark. California is its own beast. I'm starting to figure out, if you can do it in California, anywhere else will be overdoing it, if that makes any sense. Okay. Anyway, so number 5 talks about the name or design of the mark. And I got a letter back from them saying I didn't do it correctly. All right, so here's me putting myself on blast so that you don't make the same mistake I did. Okay, and I'll get into why you need to trademark in just a minute. Okay, so it says the applicant is required, item number 5, applicant is required to submit a black and white drawing of the mark. This is not in the instructions. It just says provide a sample of the mark. Excuse me. It says a black and white drawing of the mark on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Please provide the required drawing with your resubmitted application along with 3 identical specimens. Okay. Photocopies and or enlargements are not acceptable. So I'm going to have to look at that. Okay, I know what that means. Okay, it appears that there are two marks for this application, a word mark and a design mark. Both marks cannot be registered on the same application. A separate application for each mark variation must be submitted along with separate drawing pages, specimens, and fee payment. Show you what they come out. Okay. Silly me, I'm thinking, oh, okay, trademark means what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be using to denote my product, that I made this product, right? Or Califa Media made this product. So if you're familiar with Califa Media, that's what's like on all of our publications, correct? All right. Now, I don't know if this is the case everywhere. I'm going to have to do a little more research, and I'm ready to do a little more research. All right. And I'll leave the bibliography for that book, but go to the library and just put in trademark, come up with something. Get what they got. Get what they have, okay? Anyway, so this is what I submitted as my specimen, correct? Now, according to them, I have to pick one. Am I registering this, which is a design mark, or, am I registering this, which is a design mark, or am I registering this, which is a word mark? Both of these are trademarks, but at least in California, you have to register them separately. This one I'm not so worried about because I have proof that I cannot have fabricated and that I cannot alter that shows that I've had this mark since 2009. So I'm not too worried about that if it comes up, okay? Because I've already started studying, okay? And like on pay, like right in the beginning, it says basically if you've been using your mark and it's been spread around, somebody else tries to use it, it's not going to be that big a deal making your claim on it because you can prove it. Like I said, I can prove that I've had this mark since 2009. And actually, I'll just tell you, my profile picture, the one I use on like Facebook and on our books that I issue. If you look at my face, I'm sitting there, real serious, right? Check out the earring, okay? That picture is from 2010, okay? So it's kind of like, wow, how can you just say that this is yours and she's wearing it? All right, so anyway, that being said, I'm going to just worry about the word mark, okay? So that solves that part. Where they were like, oh, it looks like it's a design mark and a word mark. Which one is it? I'm going to set it up as a word mark, Califa Media, okay? It says for word marks only, please include a drawing page with the typed word mark only and the statement. The mark consists of standard characters without any claim to particular font, size, or color. Okay, that goes to number 6 of the application. If you're following along, it says disclaimer, if applicable, no claim is made to the exclusive rights to the use of the term, blah, blah, blah. Here's why I like messing up, okay? To mess up, they said put it one way, and I did. It says, okay, no claim is made to the exclusive right to the use of the term Califa Media. Okay, apparently they have a different way that they want it that I wasn't aware of. Now I am. I'm going to give it back to you exactly as you asked for it. So then you can't say I did it wrong. I'm glad I messed up because now I know exactly how to do it from now on. And like I said, if it works in California, it'll probably work elsewhere. Due diligence. All right. Okay. So it says I got it for a word mark. Oh, for design marks only. I can skip that one. Because like I just said, I can prove that I've been using this design mark, since 2009. All right. And I got pictures from 2010. You can go on Appalachian MSTA and look up their classes. And it's all date stamped right there. So I'm not worried about the design mark, just the word mark. So skipping that. Here's where it gets kind of interesting. You ready? It says, if registering the word Califa, check it out. If registering the word Califa as part of the mark, please include a certified translation of this word in English, section 14207G. Please provide a certified translation performed by a certified or registered court reporter or a translator that has been accredited by the American Translators Association. You may wish to consult Government Code Section 27293 and the following websites of the Judicial Council, and it goes into where those are. And the American, where's page 2? Okay, the American Translators Association for assistance with a certified translation. Okay, why was that for translation? I was a little taken aback because this reminds me of, somebody I assisted. I won't say no names. But he got pulled over and arrested. And before the cops let me drive his car off, it was interesting because the question the cop asked me, he looked me right in my face. I hadn't said boo. And he said, do you speak English? What makes you think I don't? Okay. I'm dealing with it again. Okay. This thing says, if registering the word Califa, please include a translation. What makes you think this is in English? I looked up Califa in 2 dictionaries I have. Okay, just 2. Because once I hit 2, I'm like, oh, I'm not wasting time with a third one because I got 2. All right. I have a dictionary. I love my 1926 dictionary because in my dictionary, a little aside, the definition of Holocaust is a sacrifice of oneself. That was the first dictionary I looked in from 1926. The other one I checked was from 1998 or something, and it said Holocaust is what happened to the Jewish people in Germany. Good to have multiple references, correct? Anyway, so I'm like, why would you assume this wasn't a word that's used in English? And I looked it up and it says Califa is found in the English dictionary, also spelled Caliph or Clipha. This title is given to a successor of Muhammad. The A is added to denote a feminine successor, okay? So I was gonna be like, skip it. I'm gonna, in the interest of time, let me just get this hurried up and end. I'm just gonna say it's a play on words. It's Caliph, skip the Ornia, Caliph. I just took the Ornia. It's a play on words on California. Go and get it in. Keep my money. And then I thought about it. Why wouldn't I want that to be on the record? For an additional fee, I can have it listed that Califa Media is being set up as a successor to Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad. I'm going to go and pay the fee. All right, so that being said, I've actually been looking into it, and I think I have one set up. It's $39. I'm paying $39 for them to translate one word. It'll be worth it in the long run. I got to feel it. Plus, let me not say anything about it. I had some fortune come my way that I wasn't expecting. That's paying for it. Actually, I get to keep half of it. And I'm having I'm having Thai food for dinner tonight. So half going to this, half going to my belly. All right. Anyway, and that's gonna be my zakat. Donate that to Tahita Najee-Ullah is donating her personal income to the Moorish Science Temple, California Incorporated, to cover the expense of their trademarking. They're doing business as Califa Media. Did that make sense? Yes, it's that easy. Just think of it in a straight line. Our people we're so used to working hard, we actually think everything is hard. It ain't. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and register Califa as an Arabic translation, and I love the translator I found because I'm thinking, okay, just translate it from Arabic to English. No, they're saying which Arabic. Do you want it Egyptian Arabic? Do you want it Gulf Arabic? Or do you want it Maghribi Arabic? Yeah, please make sure you certify that and send me a copy. All right, so I'll be taking care of that tonight. Anyway, the other stuff they said to do, so get it translated. So be careful if you using all these exotic words, you might be asked to do that. Okay. Um, Item number 6. So what was item 6? Oh, back to the form. Item 6 was disclaimer: no claim is made to the right of the use of the term Califa. Okay. Says it's registering the words Califa Media as the name of the mark in item 5 of the application. This would include descriptive words as a component of the mark, which must be disclaimed. You see, once again, they're telling me exactly how to do it. Please disclaim in item 6 of the application the following components submitted in the mark media. So for information regarding disclaimers, okay, so I get to keep Califa and I just got to disclaim media. Okay. Yeah, I could just keep my money, but you know, it's one of those things. I didn't care until I was made to care. So now that I do care, I'm gonna make sure I don't have to care about this ever again. And hopefully others can benefit from it while we're at it. So bonus. All right. Anyway, okay, it says okay. Item 8A, if you're following along. It says a trademark lists specific goods. 8A says to specify the type of print media it will be used for. Okay, so I put books and other print media. I'm just gonna put books. All right, because I just want my mark. Okay, because right now that's all I've pretty much been using it for anyway. Um, Maybe I'll add some other stuff. Like I said, you don't know if somebody's gonna look this up in 100 years to see, because Califa Media is still strong and thriving, right? Like Kikkoman. Have you ever looked on the side of the bottle of Kikkoman soy sauce and seen how old that company is? All right. I wonder what the story is. If they did their records right, somebody took the time to write it down, I can find that whole story. You know, what a great gift for your posterity. Right? Plus, it's great for your legacy. Anyway, it says the submitted class number is incorrect. Oh, okay. So that's, I guess I used the wrong one for 8.1, the class number. You actually have to go into the federal trademark website to look up which class you are. And apparently, I thought class 41 was books, but apparently not. Okay, wait. 41 is for service marks, not trademarks. So I guess if I was making books, I guess that's my another pointed sword. I got to start going towards that avenue, right? Moving towards making my own book, right? Because quiet is kept. Book binding is a dying art form, and people are paying to keep it alive. Okay. Let's see. Number 12. Provide 3 identical original specimens that show how the mark is used. The specimens must be 3 identical individual pages, not 3 identical images on one page. Okay. You know, me, silly me, I'm respecting the, what is that, Reduction in Paperwork Act. This is what I sent them, okay? 3 specimens of my trademark being used. They want it on 3 sheets of paper. Give the baby his bottle. Now I know. Now you know. Okay? Might not be the case in every state, but like I said, if you do it right in California, you probably got it in right. Alright, so, and that was it. So that's like nothing. Alright? It probably took me more time to do this video than it will to correct their issues, right? Because thank goodness, you know, being responsible, I printed out 2 copies of the blank form, so I got another one, so I can just go ahead and get started. And then just make a copy of each one. Anyway, so that's that, you know. And then I sent with them, I sent with them, with my application letterhead, just giving them some instructions, you know, just because I know I don't like just getting stuff in the mail and people expecting me to know what to do with it. And then now they have a record of who I am, you know. I'm very professional. if those who know why I'm laughing. I'll stop. I'm gonna try to stop. Okay. Oh, my favorite part. Yes, I messed up. Do I still have? So what's gonna happen? Are they gonna be able to get my trademark from under me? To ensure your mark can be registered as soon as possible, please make the necessary corrections as noted above and return the amended application to our office by October 9th. If you fail to send it in by October 9th, it shall be deemed to have been abandoned. So right now, for all intents and purposes, this is a free name registration. What is that? Reservation. I'm sorry. It's a free name reservation. So no, I didn't do it right, but you have notice of my interest and views. You know, sad that I got to be going through this, but okay, now I can get to why I'm glad this happened. You know, y'all some Moors. And thank you, because, you know, what is that? A warrior doesn't know his strength until challenged. So now I know I can do that. You know, thanks for inspiring me to add another book to my library. Okay. And the bonus, the Moors benefit. Here's how. Bill Valentine said it. Every time a Moor opens his mouth, money falls out. He's not lying. Okay. I know most of the Moors who are watching this have had it happen, especially if you work in corporate America, where you mention something while you were getting some coffee, and 2, 3, no more than 6 months later, you see your idea blasted across the company newsletter as their greatest new development. And you see the person who was, hey, I remember him standing behind me when I mentioned that. So, even if you don't want to go whole hog and do this, okay? And I'm going to go more into it, but from what I've read from this one book, you know, you can go to library. You know, this is mine, but, you know, it's probably available at the library or something that talks about it. Once you start using it somewhere that other people can see it, it's trademark, it's copyrighted, whatever you're doing, okay? At least get it on the record that you're using it, all right? I'm not going to say the name of the product, but there's a sister who makes earrings that are like these, all right? It's not these. I got to order some more because I lost one of them. The earrings are amazing. They're made out of repurposed material. And when you look at them, they look like, you know, sturdy wood. But then you hold them, it's like, wow, that's amazing. And she told me, oh, they're called, you know what they are. I'm not going to say it because you haven't trademarked it. And if I say it, somebody's going to take it and trademark it. Okay, so I'm not going to do it. I'd be glad to help you do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, because that's yours. But anyway, it was a great idea. And she just thought it was cute. It's like, not when it comes to us. Okay. I like to use analogies. Okay. Because, you know, I deal with children a lot, and I'm trying to get to the next thing because I want to see how much I can give you before you decide you know enough. Teenager. So, analogy. Our food, their food. Anybody. You put anybody in that their place. Our food, their food. Okay. Our ingenuity, their ingenuity. This is not a slight or degrading of anybody in any manner. You know it's true. We can't do anything without people copying off us. Trying to. Okay? And thank you for that. You know, because why do you think we're so innovative? Because every time y'all touch or take something about us, that's lame. Next. Alright? And now we've reached the point where y'all copying off of us is going to look like y'all wearing kimonos if you ain't Japanese. Alright? So, that being said, Morris, you know you got ideas. You know stuff that's been kicking around in your head, and you know it's catchy. You know it. If it's catchy to you, you know, you don't even care about your stuff. If it's catchy to you, it's probably going to be catchy to somebody else. Before you start sharing it around, email it to somebody. Email it to your buddies and ask them what they think, because then you have a record that you used it first. I did that with Califa Media, thank goodness. Anyway, I think that's a good place to start. 29 minutes, beautiful. All right. Once again, I'm going to make notes available. There'll be details on the website. The link will be at the bottom, but you can just go to our site and look for califamedia.com and go to Access Full Site and click on the button right at the top that says Califa University. Because I'm ready to get moving. All right, and there's too much work for me to do it myself. I'm not trying to do it myself, and there's plenty to go around. Anyway, stay tuned for our next video. Thank you for your attention. Peace and love. Islam. And I'll see you when I see you.